What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Same Difference podcast.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
Hello, friend.
Hi, friend.
You?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well on this late Wednesday night.
It is late, y'all. Pascha got me up late, so excuse the appearance. I just threw on something clean and threw it up in a bun, and here we are.
I literally touched down and got home from my week-long vacation literally an hour ago. So, I mean, less than an hour ago, to be honest. So, thank you for staying up and being flexible.
Of course, anything for you, friends.
Tonight, girl.
Anything for you, my dear.
So, how was your week?
My week was good. I was doing I ended up doing a 7-day fast that I started last Wednesday that ended yesterday. And it was a good week. It was a good fast. I got some clarity.
Kind of fast?
It's a faith walk fast, just writing down and just what I'm believing God to do, whether it's in 7 days or 14 days, 30 days or 60 days or whatever. And just trying to gain some clarity. I got a lot of moving pieces going on right now.
Okay.
So I was just trying to gain some clarity and get some direction and understanding and make sure the way that I'm handling things. I'm trying to get the glare out my eyes, y'all. Just trying to make sure that the way I'm doing things is the way God intends for me to do it.
Okay.
So that was great. What else did I do this week? I have a hair appointment tomorrow. That's really it. Yeah.
Very nice.
How was your trip home?
Wonderful. As always. I love going home. I love going home so much.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my mom, we just be laughing and talking. And then I get to check in with my friends and, living in a new place or, when you move from state to state, you're kind of like on a lot. Because you're making friends, you're working, you're trying to find your life in Chicago. So going home to Omaha and hanging with my day ones is just it's just, it's nice. I feel like I pressed the reset button this week. And
okay.
I'm excited for, the second quarter of 2023 and, how I want that to look, what I need to be doing to make it look the way that I want. And, it's always just nice to go home and just recalibrate. And that's how I feel every time I go. And I haven't been home in 6 months. So I feel like it was a good time. And it's a good time, it's the spirit of newness and renewing. And it was good to get back to my home base. Kind of. It's going to set the tone for my second quarter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I understand, friend. I know how it is when you've been away from home and family for a while and you finally get to go back. I think it makes you appreciate home more, too.
Oh, my God.
Not constantly being, looped into everything.
Yeah, I tapped in with all of my close friends, and my family. I really wasn't outside or in the streets or anything. Normally when I get home, I'm ripping and running, and the weather was beautiful. Spring has sprung. It was nice in Omaha. It's nice here. It was nice here in Chicago. I was like, oh shit. Okay, rooftop season. We are here. It was really beautiful, but I also was at home a lot. And I think I got 8 hours of sleep every single night I was home. Yeah, I was, just.
That girl was sad.
Yeah, kicking it with my mom, watching TV, eating good, and going to sleep. Having wine with my mama, and just kind of catching up. And, we've got a lot of family trips coming up this year. So we were just kind of talking about that and, just tapping in with my family, with the gang. It was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pascha in the gang.
Yes. Pascha in the gang. So.
That makes me think. When was the last time I haven't been home since no, I did go home in March. No, that wasn't March. That was February.
You were hanging with your brothers and y'all.
Yeah. Was that March or February? That was February.
I can't remember. February. It was recently. It wasn't like too long ago.
And it was before you came, so it had to be February.
Okay.
I feel like it's been a while since I've been home, though. I feel like I was about to say I haven't been home since my grandma's funeral was in November, but I was home in February. I guess I just forgot about it. My mom and my brother are going to be here later in the month, so I'll get a taste of home. Other than that, I don't have any plans to go home.
How do you feel when you go home? As someone,
honestly,
how long have you been away from Richmond?
I haven't lived in Richmond in 9 years.
Okay.
How I feel when I go home, honestly, I be praying for a peaceful trip. Just because sometimes, you know, I don't know what it is about being away from home and away from my family. I feel like we're not tumultuous. Like we ain't like at each other, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like if I go home and I'm there too long, we get a little. So I be just praying for a peaceful trip. It's always good to be home and like be back in. I don't know. It's just something about home. It's past being familiar. It's just something about home that just feels good. So I always feel good when I go home, but I be tired. And like after like 2 or 3 days, I'll be like, I'm ready to go back to my home. Yeah, I'm ready to be back in my bed. I'm ready to be back in my, my space. Private safe haven.
Yes.
But yeah, that's how I feel when I go home.
Okay.
And what I'm always looking forward to when I go home
is Wawa.
You better know it.
I remember from last week, girl.
Wawa and my mama's food.
Okay. Okay. I love it.
Speaking of last week, girl, the comments been commenting. Glad to see and hear that the listeners appreciated and enjoyed last week's conversation about preferences and unlearning behaviors and everything in between.
Yeah. My mom said something that made me think of our conversation last week.
Okay.
And, we had been talking about saying things with love. And like, what if you were married to someone and you had been together for a really long time and you had noticed that they've kind of, let themselves go a little bit or needed to just kind of, just get more active, eat better, and how to present that and not be like hurtful or whatever. And so my mom, who was looking really good, it was something I noticed. I was just like, okay, what you doing, girl? But, her and my dad are empty nesters. So like, they don't be cooking and stuff like they used to. So I had, was like, well, you look really good, Mom. I see you. And she was like, yeah, girl, I'm trying to get ready.
I see you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get ready for the cruise, blah, blah, blah. Because we're going on a family cruise later this year. And she was like, your dad was like, I've been paying attention and I've been noticing. And I'd be looking at old pictures and stuff. And I just kind of felt like, he ain't going to be the only one that's slimming down. I ain't going to be the only fluffy one. I ain't going to be the only one that's getting old and getting fluffy.
OMG.
And so I was like, oh, okay. And I said, so what were you doing? Were you like paying attention? And she was like, yeah. I was just kind of watching like, and just kind of seeing how good my husband looked and how like he was changing things up and he was getting more active and then just kind of seeing it and just seeing everything. She was like, I wanted that for myself. And she said, me and your dad, we made an agreement when we got married or, when we got together and decided to get married. Like if at any given time, either one of us felt like we were kind of getting away from ourselves or letting ourselves go, like let's talk about it and let's talk about it together. But, you know, my mom would be like, don't let me be a big fatty. Don't let me turn it.
So they had this conversation and made this agreement with each other before they even were married.
I mean, it was kind of like an agreement once they got married. Like, hey,
wow,
you know,
come on, mama.
You know, like these are, so, you know, when we were talking about, you know, how do you tell a person, I like that it was a preemptive conversation.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
If we get to a point where you looking like what I didn't sign up for, let's talk about it together.
Somebody gotta say something.
Yeah, let's you know, and don't not say nothing to me. Don't let me be out here looking crazy. You know, don't have me out here looking crazy. You know, so when she was telling me that, and we were just talking about life and bodies and change and growing up and things like that, it made me think of our conversation last week. And I found that to be really sweet and really profound, even that some people are really cognizant of that, not after the fact, but before.
Right. See, and then when we talked about like saying things with love, that already makes that an easier conversation to have if you have to have it, because we've already agreed prior to, and if one of us gets to this point, we're going to bring it to the other person's attention.
Yep. And we talked about this, so you can't get mad. Don't get mad because we talked about this and you and I both agreed. We both agreed.
Yeah. So, that's lit. That's lit. There's another reason. That's another reason I will be talking to my husband about my push gifts. If you want to know what I'm talking about on my push gifts, go to YouTube or go stream the podcast. And in the notes of the show, you will see what we talk about each minute as the conversation changes. It says Joy's push gifts. Go listen. I'm dead serious. We won't have a conversation.
Oh,
that's lit. Shout out to your mom and dad for that.
Yes, they will have been married for 29 years coming up.
Woo. Okay.
Yeah. They have, when I tell you they have put their time in, they have earned their stripes. Okay. And you know, I love it. It's a good example.
How old were they when they got married?
29.
Girl, look at us.
29.
Look at
my
us.
ass 30 on the way to 37. I know they concerned. I know my parents concerned.
I know they concerned. I hate you, girl.
I know they are concerned.
I know they concerned.
Yeah, they concerned. They want to know what is going on. What is going on? And all I can say is my God is still designing my prince, my king. He's still putting him together for me.
Okay.
And he will come. He will come to me. He will come to me. I do not have to settle, and I'm not going to settle. And in the conversations that you have when you go back to your home base and you see your family and your close friends, you get a little bit more. It's almost like you get the clarity you didn't know you needed. The reassurance, the validation, you're on the right track. I understand where you're at. Don't feel like where you're at is wrong or off or incorrect or being to this, to that. Like, you deserve what your heart desires, and it's okay to date and decide that you don't desire some things, whether you have a clock that you are, you know, watching or not. You want the love in your life to be, you know, romantic and everything that you want it to be. So, I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
So
that's where you're at in your, I guess, love life situation. Cool.
My love life is to be determined.
Okay.
It is to be determined, and that is it, and that is what it's going to be for the near future.
Okay. Cool. I'm with it.
She said, I'm with it.
I support you, friend.
Well, we're just, it's just nice to refocus. And I had a chance to do that when I was home for 6 days. I haven't been home for that long in a long time. So that was a different, that made the trip a little different than others, is because I was home for as long as I was. So,
okay. See, I stopped going home for that long, lengthy period of time because it was a,
yeah.
4 days, all I need.
Yeah, that's a good stretch. That's a really good stretch.
Yeah.
But I don't have any active plans to get home until Christmas, which is like 8 months from now. So I wanted to go home and be home for like a nice little stretch. And, that's it.
Okay.
So, yeah. I watched a lot of TV. Did you?
I did start watching a show on Netflix, and I'm really enjoying it. I've been feeling like I be picking the shitty stuff on Netflix.
Okay. And I'm asking for 2 reasons.
Okay, so that actually just remind me to tell y'all after I finish talking about this show of something specific that I put in that I fasted about that is going to have a direct effect on the podcast. But
okay,
I picked this show on Netflix, and it's really good. It's called The Night Agent. I've been really into it. That's the only TV I've been watching. I don't do a lot. So that's it.
If you guys hear that meowing in the back, that is my cat. That is Vinny. He is more or less, talking to me, cussing me out, whatever you would like to call it, because I'm home after being gone for so long. And so it's a lot of, bitch, where have you been? Why are you sitting at that computer? Come pet me. What are you doing? Like, love me. You've been gone. What the fuck? So, yeah, he's joining us on the podcast with the meows.
Welcome, Vinny.
So, everyone says hello. I feel like he was like, I'm going to come in here with you, because he's laying here right by the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, are you watching any shows?
Oh, girl. Like, that's the thing I do when I go home. I watch everything.
Okay.
But the one thing that I made it a point to see when I was home with my mama was 1001.
Okay, Tiana Taylor movie.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm very curious to see or hear what it is you thought about the movie, because one of my other friends went and saw it and they kind of felt the same way I did.
Okay.
So give it to us, Pascha. What's because you the movie girl now.
I thought the movie was amazing. I do not like cliffhanger endings. So I understand why you didn't like the ending. But in watching the film and thinking about it in totality, it's kind of it's kind of safe to say what happened at the end.
But I don't want it safe to say. I want to see what happened.
I wanted to see to say.
You showed me everything else. Why you don't show me the end?
It was, what was funny? My mom, I went with my mom and my auntie. My auntie has raising a black son, and my mom is raising a black son, but my mom was also a single mom with me for a while, until I was 10. And so she was doing a lot of like nudging and like, like she felt seen, girl. She was watching the movie and was like, she was feeling it. Like there were so many, I don't know. I was really touched. I thought the movie was really good. It was a beautiful story. The plot twist was very interesting. That was completely unexpected.
Yeah, that was good. It was like if you thought that it was going to be a plot twist, and then it twisted again, so it kind of caught you off guard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, I thought it was a great story. Tiana Taylor is wonderful, and I think she did a beautiful job. Like, I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought it was great. I went to see it at like a really small, like, art house theater, like independent theater in Omaha. It was only 2 screens.
So damn artsy fartsy.
Yeah, so it was cute. Like you could get, have like a little wine and popcorn. Like it's the cutest little theater in Omaha. And I was impressed by the fact that Film Streams, the Ruth Sokoloff Theater downtown in Omaha, Nebraska, if you ever find yourself there, I was very surprised to see that they were showing that, because that theater is only 2 screens. They show the independent films. They don't show the big budget. You can't go see the Avengers there. You know, it's not that kind of a theater. So I went to see 1001 there, which, you know, it was just really cute. But I thought it was a great movie. There were some anecdotes and some scenes that kind of like, you know, like, ooh, you know, that hit my mom. You know, it was really, I enjoyed it, Joy. I did. Cliffhanger ending and all. I did.
Okay, so my friend that I was talking about, he saw it. He gave it 2 out of 10. I ain't think
oh my God, 2 out of 10.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Jesus,
I didn't think I would have gave it like a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay, that's fair.
The ending just wiped out a lot of what I was.
Okay,
you know. What would you give it?
I mean, I would have went with a 7.
Okay.
7 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the cinematography was great. Dialogue could have been a little bit more plentiful, but I felt it was enough. I think there weren't any moments where I'm like, oh, Tiana Taylor should stick to her day job. I didn't feel like that or anything.
And for this to be like her first production and film of this magnitude, I think that
feature film.
I think watching her grow is going to be something to see.
I'm looking forward to the film career. Like this is giving me Lady Gaga goes from superstar, singer, pop star to actress.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about her, but I don't know nothing about her, but
Lady Gaga. Oh, well, my favorite genre of celebrity and superstardom is when a celebrity goes from one talent to the next. Like when Posh Spice went from the Spice Girls to Victoria Beckham, the clothing designer.
Okay. Now that I can get with.
Rihanna went from Rihanna to Fenty Beauty. And Lady Gaga went from being like a pop star to like this award-winning actress. And I like that. I think that shit is kind of cool. And it's just like, damn, you know how to do everything. Chris Brown, he could do everything. But we'll talk about that on a different episode, because the nigga.
We don't have to talk about it on a different episode. We got time.
He can do everything.
Talk about my cousin and get it right.
Dance, paint, write, rap. I mean, he literally can do everything. But
what about your girl, the Queen? I see that she ended her partnership with Adidas.
She did.
I'm so glad, because that shit was ugly.
I agree.
The drops were whack. She didn't wear that shit.
Nope.
She never even wore it. You just don't even wear it.
Just like she never wore House of Darion. She didn't wear that ugly shit either.
So the
I got a House of Darion purse still.
Why? Well, I would keep it. It's a collector's item at this point.
It is.
It is. It really is. I would keep it.
I sure do. She's never. You are a singer, girl. Shit, love you.
But she doesn't just have to be a singer. Like you talked about the other singers that have Chris Brown, Lady Gaga, Rihanna. They've all maneuvered into other spaces and done well.
Was just a singer.
But everybody can. But that doesn't mean. I think I'm holding out hope for our good sis.
I think it's okay to stay in your lane.
I think it's okay to stay in your lane, but I think it's okay to try things too.
She's done this before. You gonna do it a third time?
I think third time's a charm. And B, with the right backing and the right Adidas was never the right move for Beyonce. Beyonce and Adidas.
Yeah,
you didn't even do Nike.
You did Adidas. You got a Nike girl.
Adidas girl, come on now. Okay. Even Puma stepped it up once Rihanna did a partnership with them.
Huh?
Like, but you chose Adidas?
Yeah.
I just don't think that was the right partnership.
I just think that she should stick to making masterpieces and leave the fashion and the clothes to the people that know that shit and wear that shit.
Who is the new partnership with?
Balmain.
Balmain?
Sure.
We gonna say it like we say it.
I don't say it like that, but okay.
We gonna say it like we say it. You know what I'm saying when I say we.
You asked me, I said Balmain. What you mean?
So she got a Balmain partnership.
Uh-huh.
And I'm hopeful that this is the artistic collaboration that is gonna bring her actual vision to life. And the reason I say that and the reason I'm holding out hope, when Beyonce do a show, the outfits are giving. You can't tell me that girl does not have some artistic fashion sense to her.
You know,
even when she's on carpets and she's going to events, she looks like Beyonce is supposed to look, or what you would imagine someone of her stature to look like.
Which is why that Adidas shit did make sense.
That's exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. That's why Adidas never made sense. It never made sense. You're not a streetwear girl. You're not.
No, you're couture.
Thank you.
And so the partnership makes sense, but everyone's like, oh my God, she's doing this. And it's just like, do y'all realize that Balmain designed her Coachella costumes? And like this isn't the first time that they've partnered and worked on something together. And he's like the guy that has made her costumes, her and her dancers' costumes for the last 3 tours.
Now, how much is Miss Tina involved in it? Is she still involved?
I don't think she's involved in it like she was when she was doing Destiny's Child. I don't think it's like that. I think she probably provides input. You know, I'm sure she's a consultant. But as far as you know, drawing up the sketches and putting, you know, things together and doing fittings and stuff, like, oh, that's a collaboration for sure. I mean, I think it's cool that she's doing this. Like, I don't know who's wearing the clothes, or if this is, you know, if this is like museum pieces. Is this
that's what I'm wondering. Is this going to be like museum
gala,
or is this going to be, you know, it's at some point is Saks going to be holding pieces that like people can actually go in and put on?
I don't think so, though. I don't. I think I think she's going to wear one of these to the Met Gala.
I wouldn't be mad if some pieces made like what's the word? What's the word for streetwear but Saks stuff?
Ready to wear?
Ready to wear, but I don't know. It's a notch above ready to wear. But I would like to see some of that. Like, I would like the girlies to be able to...
Off the rack?
You know where I'm getting at.
Yep.
I would like to see something like that. Like, okay, the couture will be cute and nice, and I'll like the Instagram picture, but I want to be able to touch it and feel it and potentially be able to, you know, have it for myself. Type of thing. Or the girlies be able to get it. You know, the Jaydas, the it girls on Instagram be able to, you know, put on a piece and is, you know, Balmain and Beyonce. The BB collection. Something.
Sidebar. Your girl Jayda and your boy Lil Baby, they've been at a couple of games.
Baby, they was never not at a couple of things. They if you're in Atlanta and you see these people out, where I live is in close proximity to an epicenter of where the people go, because I live right by Phipps Plaza.
Okay. So
if it's the gas station, if it's the eating place, if it's the mall, if it's the stoplight, I see people all the time. Jayda and Baby never not was doing what they're doing. They just weren't doing it
publicly.
There you go.
Okay. She said, I'm going to stick beside him.
The dick must be dicking. And they have a baby together, you know?
Yeah,
I know Baby going on tour. I want to go.
They got a baby together. They be, you know, them women don't be coming off them baby daddies.
I don't want to come off a baby daddy. I want to not be coming off my husband. Y'all already know. We ain't even gonna go there. But Baby just announced that he's going on tour. Oh, I definitely want to see Baby, and I want to see him in Vegas.
Okay, lit.
And it's a week that I was already planning to be in Vegas. I'm excited.
And when is this?
First week of August.
Okay, lit. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. My cousin is turning 21, and she's going to Vegas for her birthday.
Okay.
The baby of our family is turning 21, girl.
Mm.
I can't believe it.
Mm.
I'm
That
old.
make you feel old?
I'm about to pull up. Shit.
But Pascha, you know how I feel about little baby.
Yes, we do.
Because Pascha was here, y'all, and she's like, "Oh, let's play this, baby. This is a little baby vehicle. We play little baby in this
little baby stand account."
Okay. Little baby features or little baby songs. Which would you like? Because I got them all.
And I'm like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Speaking of, that reminds me. So, I went to an area of Atlanta today to go to this beauty supply store. So they kind of tell you the type of area I was in. Why I'm at the stoplight and the water boys was out there, right? Quick tip: if you're in Atlanta, keep a bottle of water in your car. So when the water boys come up to your car, you can just roll the window down and show them you already got a bottle of water. It's a bottle that you don't drink, you don't do nothing with. You just keep the water in anyway. So I rolled the window down. I said, I already got water. So he said, okay. So he walked by. So it was two of them out there. So the second one came, and he came up to the car. I rolled the window down to show him. He said, "Hey, Auntie, you got $1?" Who?
He called you what?
Who? What? Who's Auntie? Sweetie, what you talking about?
No way.
Am I giving Auntie?
What the fuck?
Sweetie, if I had $1, I wouldn't give it to you calling me goddamn Auntie.
Okay, like...
I don't know if it was the car.
No way.
I don't know if it was the car and he just... I don't know, but don't ever in your life play with me like that again. Don't you do that. Don't do that. Auntie, do you got $1? Auntie ain't in here, so you can't get nothing from Auntie because ain't no Auntie, sweetie.
Oh, fuck no. Hell no. Yeah, you fucked up.
That's what I said. Hell no.
Yeah, you fucked up. No. I don't like that.
So that reminds me of what one of the things that I fasted about. I was asking God for discipline on the turpentine of my tongue. I would like to stop cursing like I do. Okay. A lot of times I like listen back to the podcast, like putting clips together and stuff. And then, when I'm putting the clip together and it's like beep, beep, beeping out all the curse words. And it's like, it just feels a little bit to me unladylike. And I would just like to curtail it some. I'm not saying I'm never going to curse again, but I want to dial it back a little bit.
Would you like to get all of the cuss words out here right now?
Bitch, fuck you. Is that enough for you, sweetie? Shit. Okay?
Shit, bitch, fuck, damn, fuck, bitch, motherfucker, bitch, fuck, shit, damn, bitch.
I feel like that was in a movie.
Beep, 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 beep.
I feel like that was in a movie. Something like that was in a movie a while back. But so y'all just bear with me if I start to hesitate because I'm going to have to actively be trying to change up the way that I speak because it is such a part of my vocabulary that I don't think about. I just talk. So if y'all see me hesitating, it's because I'm trying to curtail the way that I speak. I'm trying to be a lady.
I like that. I'm with that. And I'm with you. And I will do my best to curtail my cussing as well.
Girl, you do you. Do what you do, girl.
No, but I don't want to be sounding like a degenerate on the podcast. What you mean? No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So,
okay.
And just to kind of piggyback on that, a lot of times, like when people talk about speaking things into existence,
mm-hmm.
And then we talk about I am a wife, I'm
mm-hmm.
somebody's wife, and
yes.
so when I think in my mind, if I keep saying I'm somebody's wife, eventually I'm going to become somebody's wife, and so I want to exhibit the characteristics of a wife. And for me, y'all got to remember when I talk on this podcast, don't take nothing personal, okay? Take what you need and what don't apply, let it fly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't for you, leave it on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else will get the message. I don't see the type of wife I desire to be, using the language to the degree that I use it sometimes.
Okay.
So, just preparing my aura for becoming a wife.
Okay, you better manifest, girl.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
You know how I feel about it. We ain't gonna go there.
Manifestation? And putting things out into the universe and praying on things and asking God for things. Okay.
Well, we can talk about, I feel like sometimes people replace praying and going to God with manifesting something on their own as though they are the source. And that bothers me.
I see.
That you're not the source. I manifested this and okay, girl.
You're like, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Child, I be going to the Lord in prayer. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good old fashioned prayer. I love it. Okay, so I had skipped over something because I was so excited to talk about 1001 with you. But TV, because you had mentioned watching The Night Agent on Netflix, which I've watched and is really good. I've been watching Daisy Jones and the Six on Amazon Prime. It's a white people show. You ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna want to watch it.
I like white people. Some of them.
I don't know about a white people show.
What's it about?
A rock band from the 70s.
I'm a pass.
Okay. So I've been watching that. I've been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is a reality show about affluent black couples in Huntsville, Alabama. You actually you don't like reality TV.
Is that an affluent area? Huntsville?
Sure.
Okay.
But the show is good old Southern mess. I love it. You might, for entertainment purposes, might want to give it a spin. But I have been watching Love is Blind. And I wanted to know if you had a chance to watch Love is Blind. It's on Netflix.
Girl, you know I don't watch that shit.
I think you should.
See, look at me cursing.
I think you should.
I think I won't.
I feel like it would lead to some very good conversations that we can have.
Pascha, my love is blind. I don't have a man. My love is blind as well. I don't need to watch the reality show. The reality is here. I don't have a man. I ain't got no nigga.
No, but we could maybe talk about the characters and, maybe opine on what you think, like some people are doing right or some people are doing wrong, and get your.
I have been seeing so much commentary on socials about this show, Love is Blind.
Clips?
Because I don't watch it and I don't know the people and the players and I don't watch it. I just scroll and I just keep on scrolling. Okay.
Well, that was
see, like some of the commentary that I be seeing, I feel like it'd be like a little bit of drama, and I don't want to watch no TV that got like real that drama. A drama movie and drama in reality TV is different, and I just can't stomach the reality TV. I just feel like when I'm watching people do things like argue and go back and forth and gossip, I just feel like I'm wasting my time on this. I have so many other things that I could be doing that is productive for me. Okay. Than watching other people like, I can't get it. I can't get into it.
We need to figure out how to spell that, and that should be the name of the episode. For real. Well, it's a good show, and because we talk about, dating a little bit and, kind of, some of the experiences that we've been having, I felt like it might be, I think it would be something I just want to hear you cuss some of these motherfuckers out.
And then I don't want to watch because I'm trying not to cuss so much.
Oh man, maybe that could be like Some close friends content, girl. But it is really funny. It's a good, obviously, as you said, it's dominating the headlines. It's all over social media, but girl.
So is it like, okay, is it like a certain season? How many episodes is it? Because how long people going to keep talking about this?
It's in its 4th season.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And I want to say there are maybe 8 or 9 episodes right now. And then the season finale
is just one episode per week.
They do like 3 every week.
Okay.
And then the reunion is going to be live, which is, Netflix has been teasing.
It's giving Bravo. It's giving Andy Cohen. Giving Real Housewives. Doing a live finale.
There were some couples that got together, that split up, that got with other people. So, of course you got to have the reunion so everyone can kind of talk about how they felt and what they saw. But I solely wanted you to watch it so that you could get a laugh and laugh at some of these people on the show. And then just to kind of get your perspective on some of the situations that have arisen as a result of the show, just to get your thoughts. But, you don't like social media and you don't watch that stuff. So,
listen, I'm so tired. I can't even express it to you all enough. I'm really tired of social media, and I need to be more specific. I'm tired of Instagram. Instagram plays the most. Okay. Plays the most. I'm tired of Instagram. I'm tired of what Instagram looks like for the Same Difference podcast, because it was like, we had this really awesome momentum going, and it's like, because I've worked on the other side, like, because I have the finished look and I've had to run ads for my business, which, retail and that type of business, you have to run ads. You have to have a budget for running ads. But I know the game that Instagram plays. Instagram literally let the Same Difference podcast page have a free for all, and whoever was interested commented, liked, shared, and we were getting tens of thousands of views per video. And then it was like, okay, well, you see what you can do. So now if you want to keep doing it, you're going to have to, I'm not paying for that.
Oh, no, really?
That's what it's given. Because there's no way you go from, we are the same people. We don't have the same conversation each week, but we give the same type of, comments. Like, there's no way that we went from 13,000 views of video to 86 views of video.
Oh, right.
That's the type of games those are the type of games that Instagram plays. I'm tired of Instagram. I haven't even posted in over a week on my personal page because I'm shadow banned. There's no reason I should have 55 views on my story and I have damn near 7,000 followers, organic followers.
Yeah.
It just don't make sense. I'm tired of that game. So rather than complain and stress about it, I'm just not going to post. Fuck y'all. Which is why everybody is, they making me cuss. Which is why everybody is raving about TikTok. It's like, y'all mad people are going to TikTok, but y'all won't fix the reason that people are going to TikTok.
I don't even understand what the point of the algorithm was to begin with. Just leave it how it was. And every time you post, if you follow that person, you saw it. Well, I only have like 1,000 followers, and I max out at maybe 140 people watching my stories. And
so see, that don't make sense though, Pascha. You got 1,000 followers, so about 10% of the people who follow you are watching your story. But if I have almost 7,000 followers, not even 10% are even watching my story.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That don't make sense. I'm shadow banned, and I don't know what I did, and I really don't even give a fuck no more.
Yeah, I don't even understand.
I'm taking my time to TikTok, okay?
I want to know how you even get shadow banned, because I feel like that might have happened to me too, but I don't know what I did. Maybe I posted a TikTok I made on Instagram and they got mad.
No clue. Over it.
Anyway.
Over it.
Who cares about them? Well, girl, on TikTok, that's where you've been seeing all the Love is Blind clips, huh?
I haven't been, like I said, I don't see the clips. I mostly see that stuff like on Instagram, like blogs that I follow.
Oh, okay.
I follow Shade Room, I follow Neighborhood Talk, I follow Spiritual Word. So I be seeing little clips, but like I said, I just scroll. One thing that I did pay attention to on the some of those blogs this week was I see our good brother, I think his name is Justin, got reinstated back to the Tennessee. Don't even get me, I don't want to say the wording wrong, but they basically, he took a stand when the that school shooting happened.
Yep.
And they booted him out,
mm-hmm.
and now he's back in. And I know them folks. Those folks are mad, but I was happy to see that they never voted out the white lady that had also done the same thing as him. But yeah, I was happy to see that. What else was on?
What do you think about LSU accepting the invite to the White House after Angel Reese was doing those interviews and expressing her distaste with?
I think LSU handled it the right way. Angel Reese does not get to speak for LSU. Mm-hmm. She can speak for Angel Reese.
Yeah.
But she can't speak for a school organization. Like, that's not her place.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's like you work for Capital One and then you go do an interview speaking on Capital One's behalf. That's not your place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think Angel Reese needs some media training. Mm-hmm. I think she needs to go ahead and just shut it up. Just close your mouth. You like my grandma used to say, everything that enter your mind ain't gotta exit your lips. Mm-hmm. It is okay to keep some stuff to yourself.
Yep.
Because she had mentioned that Jill Biden had wanted to come to their locker room before the game, and they said no. Why? For what reason? Why was you being nasty about that? Or Joe Biden, one of them wanted to come to the locker room.
Allegedly, they didn't have LSU in their bracket at all to win.
So what? It's a lot of people that didn't have LSU in their bracket, and they were still rooting for you.
Right.
They're still happy that you won.
Right.
Like, let's not act like you're not Duke. Okay, you're not that school. Stop acting like if somebody didn't have you in your bracket and it's F you. No. Like, it's okay to be the underdog and then like gain fans as you go. Like that's what I mean when I say Angel Reese need a little bit of media training, because you're taking things a little too personal in that regard. Yeah. You didn't have us in your bracket. So what, girl? So what? So what? You proved them wrong. So what?
Okay.
I think that the way that they handled that whole situation with Jill Biden trying to invite Iowa. Girl, what are you doing? Like, you trying to invite the losing team too?
Just sounds to me like someone who's out of touch.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
out of touch. And this is why I say LSU did the right thing. The LSU did the right thing by accepting the invitation, which I never had a doubt that they would.
Right.
But there are certain things. Coach. There are certain things that are traditional and I think should stay that way. And that's just one of those things. National champions go to the White House. Mm-hmm. Basketball, football, soccer, like all the national teams, when you win the championship, you go, you get the invite and you go. That's just what you do. They should go.
Yeah.
If she don't want to go, she ain't gotta go.
Right.
But I think it would make her look bad to be a poor sport, because then you kind of feeding into what people were saying about you to begin with.
Right. T.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Now, I did see today that she had said yesterday, somebody asked her something. I don't even remember what they were talking about, but her response is she's in no rush to go to the WNBA because she makes more money than some of those women.
That was the comment that gave me the, okay, girl, hang it up. We're done.
However, it was posted today that she is the most paid college player, raking in $1.2 million in deals. So sis didn't lie. She is getting the bag.
She is getting the bag. But I don't know that you got to shit on.
Right. I think it was just in poor taste the way that sometimes it don't even be what you say. It be how you say it. And the way she said it was, right now, I think she could have said, I feel, really financially stable with where I'm at and the win. And, I'm enjoying the ride that I'm on right now. So I'm in no rush to even think about the WNBA.
She could have said that with love.
I make more money than some of them women in the WNBA, so I ain't rushing it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
And She didn't say that with love.
She did not say that with love.
No, not at
she
all.
didn't say it with love, but I think it was important for her to say that because she's now setting the bar for other college athletes. But some of these schools be using and abusing, and the people don't be getting paid.
She's letting you all know, putting you on notice that money talks and bullshit walks. So if you're going to come correct, you better come correct or don't come at all. Like,
And not just when I say that, I mean not just come to her. Like if you want her to be a part of something, your bag got to be right. But for other college athletes,
because I'm already a rich woman. I'm already a rich woman.
Other basketball players, for me particularly, college football players.
Yeah,
because of those college football players be raking in bank for those schools.
Yes, they do,
and they don't be getting any type of
$40 million a year. Like, and they ain't getting nothing. They can't feed their I mean,
and listen up to the players that may hear this. When y'all start negotiating these deals as a college student, make sure you get a deal that they wipe all your student loans out. They pay it for you.
Ooh, yes.
Come out of college with zero debt.
Yes.
And I'm coming from a place of a bitch who's in debt from school still.
Yes.
And I've been out of school 10 years.
Yes.
Okay. Get one of these deals that's going to take care of your school payment completely. Not after, get the money up front. Not when you graduate. Pay it off.
Put that in the contract. Students, my balance needs to be at 0 when I graduate up out this motherfucker. Like, seriously. Thank you.
Just a little tidbit. Little tip from Auntie. Get your school debt paid, baby.
Stop it. Stop it. Girl, speaking of Auntie, I saw my auntie today, or when I was in Omaha.
Okay.
And I took them to the movies to see 1001, right? My auntie gonna say, it feel like we out of town. And I was like,
in her hometown?
We're literally down the street from you.
I've never been to Richmond, anywhere in Richmond. Like, ooh, I feel like we out of town.
Damn, she's sure. I feel like I'm out of town. Girl, no. Okay, you should go out. I told her and my mom, y'all need to go outside more. Go outside more, touch some grass. Breathe in the fresh spring air. Go outside. Girl, I took them to the movies on a Friday, and they were like, oh my God, I thought you wanted to do something like on Saturday afternoon. You didn't want to go on like a Saturday afternoon? And I was like, well, no.
Like during the daytime?
Yeah. They were like, well, we don't drive at night because we can't really see that good when we're driving at night. So we don't do stuff at night. Like I wanted to go home and get into bed. It is Friday at 6:30. We're going to the movies. And I will drive the Miss Daisies. Okay. I'm going to drive the Miss Daisies since y'all can't see at night. Girl.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I had a lot of heartwarming laughs, and it was just a wonderful time home. So
good for you, friend.
Oh yes. I hung out with Capricorns the whole time, really.
The best sign in astrology. Yep. Is that how you say it? In the zodiac? How you say it? Best sign in the
zodiac.
In the zodiac.
Yeah. My mom, my best friends who I've known since I was 5, they're twins. Like Capricorns everywhere. Every time I turn around, I'd be like, go away from me with this. Ooh, I wish you knew that Real Housewives of Atlanta.
That's why me and your mama get along. That's why me and your mama get along.
Why?
We both Capricorn women.
Oh yes. Yeah, of course.
What you was thinking about?
I thought
because you came on here with the why.
I thought you thought my mom didn't watch reality TV, and I'm like, oh my God, she's a junkie. She watched
that. I can't do
all of it.
I can't do.
We watched a lot of it.
I would rather watch TikTok than watch reality TV.
Okay.
My TV in my bedroom has a TikTok app on it, so I can stream TikTok to my TV in my room.
Bed watching TikTok,
and I can scroll on TikTok on my TV too using the remote.
What? Okay, come on, technology. I didn't know that. I feel feel like when I'm on TikTok, I'm tweaking.
What you mean?
Like you scroll and then it's something else and something else and then you scroll and then it's and you scroll.
What is on your feed? What's on your TikTok feed?
AMSR, and then you have people.
Oh, I don't do that. I don't. I'm not an AMS.
Dancing. I mean, it's like you hit a crack pipe and decide to get on an app. It's just a lot.
I don't like to hear sounds like people sucking, eating, slurping, spitting, chewing. I hate that. I don't even like to hear people chew chump ice. I hate that shit. So I don't watch them type of videos.
Okay, so you don't like porn.
I don't like PORN. You know, we ain't gonna say it because we don't want to get our video blocked. What they got to do? That ain't got nothing to do with chewing ice. And
you can hear stuff. You can hear like slurping and sucking. And
okay. When we talking about slurping, when we talking about that, that's different from me watching you slurp butter off your crab leg meat. That is not the same.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. No. Nah.
I'm like, so you don't watch I'm not gonna say it.
What?
I don't know why that was the first thing I thought of when you were like, I don't like.
Yeah, I see where your mind at, friend.
I know. I was
because out of all the things you could have said, that's what you compared it to.
No, because you were like, I don't want to hear sucking, slurping, and I was just thinking like,
if the time calls for sucking and slurping, let's get to it. But if the time calls for us to put some food in our belly, let's act like we sat at a table with black people. Because if you would have did that shit at my grandmama's table, you would have got slapped. No,
right?
Y'all sucking.
He's like an animal,
food? Right? Like ew.
Yeah.
Where do you go? You one of them Red Lobster bitches. You don't go nowhere nice. You can't go to STK eating, sucking and slurping and swallowing and shit like that. What is wrong with you?
Fucking hilarious, Joy.
See, this one I'm gonna have to work on my cursing is when y'all piss me off and get me upset. That's when it really comes out.
You know, I mean, we're all adults, so it's fine. It's fine. So I saw a tweet, because you know that's where I hang out. That's my favorite app. About Barney. Did you watch Barney?
Who didn't watch Barney?
Somebody tweeted like, y'all really sat up there and watched Barney?
Yes.
And
hey, Mr. Bicka Bocka Boppity Bop. I like the way that you boppity bop with your hands. I still know the song. Yeah, we watched Barney. And I love Baby Bop when Baby Bop. And what was the other little yellow dinosaur?
Oh my God.
BJ?
Oh my God.
I think his name was BJ. I liked all of them. And I liked it so much. It was like, you know, as you got older, kids, you was like, you probably still watch Barney. He was like, no, I don't. Whole time. I can't wait.
Watching Barney.
Oh,
watching Barney. Yeah,
and he
was. I know everyone else was 6 watching Barney. I might have been 9, but yeah. And so you had said something about manners, and that made me think of that because when I saw that tweet, my first thought was, you don't remember the Good Manners song?
A lot of these people can watch the little Barneys now and learn some damn manners.
Yeah, good manners are important to everyone in the world. Like, what, you don't know that song?
That's the problem. Some of them don't know that song.
Like, clean up, everybody
everywhere. Yeah.
Everybody do your share. Like, yes, I watch Barney. Always.
They're not trying to do a revamp on Barney, are they?
No.
Okay, leave y'all, please. Y'all touch and redo everything. Leave Barney and Baby Bop and BJ alone.
You know, some people want to be anti, like, y'all was really watching Barney, and it's just like, yes, and that was quality television on PBS. It was. Say what you want.
As far as the remakes and the redos and the revamps,
we don't need that.
We don't. Now, I think like some shows that I feel like didn't get their just due, I wouldn't mind a revamp.
Okay.
For example, did you ever watch, I think it was on Nick Jr., Gullah Gullah Island?
I did.
Gullah Gullah Island. I feel like Gullah Gullah didn't really get, Gullah Gullah was next level.
Yeah.
And I don't really feel like they got
time. Ahead of its time. Yes, it was.
I don't really feel like Gullah Gullah got their shine. It was a black family.
It was.
Okay. Black kids.
Dread or with locks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They didn't get their just due. We could do a revamp of something like Gullah Gullah Island.
Yeah.
But y'all be wanting to redo stuff that don't need to be redone. We don't need a revamp on Full House. Boy Meets World. They've done it. They did it and it's done. Leave it alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do some research on the whereabouts of the cast of Gullah Gullah Island.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where they at, for real. You know, like, where are they now?
Mm.
Where are they now?
Mm-hmm.
Because I like that show. All right. Well, because you are a lovely and wonderful and considerate friend, you had mentioned how you were like, oh, you just got home and I don't want to record for a long time. But, you know, we just be getting our talk on. And so did we not cover? Did we miss something or did we cover everything today?
That was on the Runner Show today?
Yes, because I do feel like I definitely went off on a tangent.
Well, I did say that I was going to talk about the U.S. currency situation, but y'all, it's late and my brain is not up to par with to be talking about that convoluted. That's a convoluted conversation. That I'm not. It's 12:02 a.m. here.
Ooh,
Yes,
is it?
So I ain't getting into currency. I'm going to bed.
Right,
Okay?
you're getting into bed.
I'm gonna make me some chamomile tea and slide up under my sheets. I just changed the sheets on my bed.
Oh, I know that's right. I changed the sheets on my bed.
And I use my little scrub from head to toe today.
Nice.
Usually I just put it on like hot spot areas that get waxed. But today I felt like doing it all over. So my skin feeling extra soft.
Okay.
My sheets gonna be feeling extra just fresh.
Dang, I don't gotta ask you what you doing for self-care this week because you already did it.
Getting my hair done tomorrow.
Oh, it's lit. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to catching up next week and finding out what you ended up doing for the rest of your weekend. I'm doing nothing.
You don't have no plans?
No. And I am so excited. I am so excited. You know where my ass is going to be? In the gym. I'm going to be in the gym.
Yeah. I didn't eat the best the last 2 days. I'm a little disappointed about that.
It's looking like a roly-poly, and I have to fix it.
Did somebody tell you that with love, or are you able to notice it yourself?
I've told myself that with love.
Okay. Okay. That works too.
I really do need to unbig my back. So, yeah, that's what I've got going on this week. We're recording later in the week than normal because of my travels.
So when y'all hear this episode and you wondering why, how come the podcast didn't drop on YouTube on Wednesday? Pascha's been traveling.
It's my fault.
So we made some adjustments. It's cool. We made some adjustments.
I planned this trip way back in January before you and I were really like in the thick of our recording and everything. So my apologies to our listeners. You can
they love us anyway. I already know it.
They love us in the comments if you want. Just keep it cute. But yeah, I don't really. I'm home now. Like I feel like my first quarter was kind of like vroom, and we are done.
Okay.
Going to see my mom was like, we're done. Okay.
Remember that Pascha said this in episode 20 because y'all know how she get. Y'all know how she do. Y'all already know how she do.
We're sitting down.
I hear you, friend.
We're sitting down. Y'all see, I got the braids. I'm about to be in the gym. That's where I'm going to be in the gym.
That's why, yeah. That's what I need to be getting, friend. I'm talking about going to get my hair done, and I'm trying something new. I'm gonna talk about it maybe next week because if I have it, we'll see. I'm trying something new. But that's why my edge is looking ragged and tagged because being a Black girl is hard. I want to work out, but I also want to look cute, and I can't go to the gym on what's today? Thursday, I'm getting my hair done. By Monday, I'm gonna look like I need my hair done all over again because I gotta work out, but edges, natural, roots, kitchen,
Remember when I came to your house and you was like, is that your natural? Is that your girl?
I already know what you're about to say.
And I was like, yeah. And you were like, ooh.
Girl, no, wait. We got to build up the story, y'all, because I had been with Pascha for 3 damn days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, I'm trying to figure out how Pascha hair go from being like slick back and smooth. Pascha showed up at my door on Sunday with this, natural curl pattern. I thought she did a twist out. But because I knew we was out late and what time she was back at my house Sunday, I'm like, when the hell did you have time to sleep, shower, pack, and do a fucking twist out and let it dry? You know what she told me? Oh, I just wet it in the shower. 4C girl, stand up. That is not our ministry. Because I told her, if I got my hair wet in the shower, I'm coming out looking like Frederick Douglas. Okay. It's giving slave, okay?
That shit had me rolling.
1865 is what it's giving. My hair don't work like that.
Oh, first of all, I am 4C. Okay, you see,
girl, go to hell.
Look at it.
You are not 4C.
I'm not a 4B.
You're not 4C, sweetie.
I'm not a 4B.
I said what I said. You're not 4C. 4C don't get in the shower and it just come out. And it was cute, y'all. I'm talking about, I'm going to insert a picture. If you listening, if you're streaming it, go to YouTube.
Don't you dare.
Go to YouTube and I'll get the clip. Here go the clip. Here it is right here. Now, do this look like a 4C girl who got in the shower with slick hair and came out looking like this? Hell no. That is not 4C, boo.
I don't know.
Don't even do us.
I don't know if it's 4B, though.
We appreciate the love, but you're not a part of this club.
I am, because 4B
Sweetie,
is white
you're
girl
not.
hair.
Who what?
4B is like mixed girl.
No, 4B ain't really mixed girl. 4B is one of those styles that it's like a real, or maybe 4A. A-ish, B, kind of, sort of, depending on how close to C you are. I feel like they can do, like, okay, y'all see my roots. Okay, y'all see what we working with. See how my roots look when I pull my hair up? Now imagine me trying to put gel on this and make a baby hair. It doesn't work. Pascha be having baby hair. Y'all be seeing her on the podcast. Okay? Go back to Spinning the Block on Renaissance episode when Honey was giving. Okay? She was giving Renaissance World Tour with them edges. My hair don't do that. 4C girls don't do that. We can't do that.
I don't know, friend. We're gonna have to. That's it. When I do my Google,
write it down for the next episode. I already know.
When I do my Gullah Island research, I'm gonna do my 4C research.
We gonna go from damn 4C hair to Gullah Island.
Where are they now? We're about to see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like you had a lovely week and that you have a lovely week on the horizon.
Oh, what I'm doing this week?
What are you doing this week?
Well, I don't know. You said I got a lovely week on the horizon. What's on the horizon? Surprise me.
You said, you did your whole like self-care thing. You're getting your hair done tomorrow. You change your sheets.
I just wanted to be soft. That's all. I won't really self-care.
Yeah. Well, I ain't doing shit.
I'm looking forward to the weekend. I might have some things planned, lined up.
Close friending it?
I haven't talked about anything on Close Friends for this last week because I've been fasting, and when I fasted, I just kind of stayed off social media posting. As far as posting, I still was on there, but I wasn't posting anything. But if the weekend goes as I think it might go, I'll definitely post in real time.
Okay.
Yeah, in real time, kind of like we did when you were in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Was the fast you did the Daniel fast?
It wasn't the Daniel fast.
Okay.
It was just a fast. I just didn't eat from 5 to 5.
Okay.
So after 5, I could eat, which means I really only ended up having one meal a day.
Oh, wow.
And it ended yesterday. And yesterday and today, I didn't eat the best, I think, because I was like, oh, I can afford it. I've been fasting, which I didn't fast for weight or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that, my weight came down a little bit just because I was really only eating that one solid meal a day. But no, it wasn't the Daniel fast. It was just a fast.
Very nice. Very nice.
Let's see what I got going on this week. I don't know. I'm hoping to see why it look like. I have to look at that later. I'm hoping that I'm going to have a good weekend. I think that there may be some happenings going on.
Okay, cool.
And that's really all I got planned.
Okay.
That's about it.
Well, I'm going to be here at home waiting on you to share how your weekend goes. Because I'm doing nothing.
And we hear you, child.
I am. Nothing. I'm going running.
Okay.
My ass is in the gym.
Okay.
And I'm going to be here back at home.
Okay.
Because
I hear you, friend. Well, thanks, y'all, for tuning in with us. Episode 20 is in the bag.
That's crazy. 20 episodes.
Please go rate us on wherever you stream the podcast. Rate us. Leave us a nice little review there.
Please
YouTube.
like, comment, subscribe.
Yep, YouTube. I think on YouTube we up to, I think, I'm going to stop giving a count, but just because Pascha not counted by quarters, but I think we up to the beginning of the quarter, which I guess was maybe 2 episodes ago. We were at like right before we touched 100. I think we hit 100 like April 1st or May 31st or something. I think we up to 115 now. So follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel and Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. That's all I got, friend.
I don't have much. I feel like the last 2 episodes, I'm coming off of a trip. So I am just happy to be back at home and kind of getting back into my groove here at home. You know, no place like home.
Tune in next week, guys, to see where Pascha ends up this weekend.
In the bed, watching TV, y'all. You already know.
Watching that damn Love is Blind.
I am. It's going to be, I think it's Friday, too. Or is it tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe. Why don't you just watch an episode? Just watch one episode.
I'm busy. Living in the real world. Like I said, my own love is, until I get a man, baby, my own love is blind.
Oh, my gosh. You're missing out. You're missing out on some good laughs, girl, and stringy hair maidens acting like they just shit and they not. But anyway.
Okay, girl. Okay. All right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.